Hey, happy fall, everybody. This is Gary Ayers with the Ayers team, and I'm with Tim Halter for the Ayers team as well. And since fall just started this past Tuesday morning at 9:30 a.m., we're going to give you some 9 tips of what you can do to get your house ready for the fall and then the winter. So, Tim, you ready to go for a little tour?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right, the first tip is checking your weather stripping and making sure everything is intact and nothing is damaged.
So this is my front door, so I just put this strip in. This is like they call it a kerf type because it fits back in here in this little strip, this little notch. And so you get them at Home Depot or Lowe's, they're about $5-6. And so that was that. And then come on over here, we'll show you this for the threshold weather stripping. This was something especially ordered. It was $12.98, and this slides in here, and then it makes this thing airproof, so it's going to really, cut down on any drafts. Okay, tips 2 and 3: caulking and paint. So you want to caulk any exterior surface where water intrusion is going to cause an issue. You can see over here where there's a crack right where the steps meet the apron of the concrete porch. So I'm going to get that caulked, and I'll caulk that with either a concrete caulk or like a caulk grout. And so that prevents water from getting in there, freezing, cracking, causing more damage, and this will be worse next year. Tim, what are some other caulks that you might need?
If you're thinking about caulking windows or anything outside that can be painted, you want to make sure you use paintable caulk, not 100% silicone. Tip number 4 is garage clean out. Getting your garage prepared for the winter and having everything you need in the forefront, such as snow blowers, shovels, anything like that, and make sure that you have some fuel stabilizer in there so it's up and running when you need it.
Tip number 5. So we've got maybe a month, maybe 6 weeks left of mowing left this year. But after your last mow, then what you want to do is shut your gas supply off and run your mower till it completely shuts down. So that empties the carburetor of any gas, which gets gunky over the winter time. And then what is remaining, just put a little stabilizer, gas stabilizer in there for overwinter. And then when you go to start it in the spring, if maybe you've had to change your battery or charge your battery, then that thing should start right up. Tip number 6, hose bibs. So we have this hose bib here is called a frost-free hose bib. So you really don't need to shut off the water supply from the inside. What you normally do is just disconnect your hose, drain your hose of any water here so that doesn't freeze and damage your hose, and then leave this thing off, and you can leave the water to it. For extra careful, just shut the hose off inside the house. For the older homes where it just has a valve on the inside and it's just a short little stubby hose bib, then what you want to do is disconnect your hose, shut that off on the inside of the house, open it up and drain the water inside so it dries and there's no problem for the winter time. Tip number 7, and that's for chimneys and fireplaces. So right behind me is what I call a box chimney. It's basically a frame, and it's got a 10-inch insert. It's double-walled insert coming up from the firebox up through the top. It's got a cap, and it's got basically a bird or pest cover so things can't get down in. So you want to check the health of that, make sure that that's clean. In my particular house, I have shut the flue. I don't even use that anymore, and I just put a gas set of logs in. I put propane, and it's with remote control. So I've already changed the batteries, cleaned it out, make sure there's no dust, get all that stuff, and get it ready to go. But Tim, you've got a masonry fireplace and chimney at your house, so what would you suggest?
I think the big things are looking for cracks, missing mortar, potential bricks that have fallen or missing, and the big thing inside to me with my wood burning fireplace is if it's clean inside. So if you're not comfortable with doing that on your own, we have some companies that we can recommend. Tip number 8 is gutters and downspouts. You want to make sure that they're clear and they're draining properly away from your house.
So one of the things I use, by the way, they sell these things at Lowe's. This is a great little battery operated leaf blower. Is that sometimes I'll get up on the front porch and I'll just clear everything out with a leaf blower. or I've seen people attach, they make things out of PVC and they just hold it up here with a, with a curve on it and just blow things out. So you want to keep things operating and clean. Now, the leaves haven't started dropping yet, but they will soon. And so be ready for that and keep those things clean going into the wintertime. Tip number 9, and that's driveway sealing. So my driveway here is about 20 years old, and just over time, whether it's roots underneath or there's ground moving or some settling, that it will get cracks in it. And so over the wintertime, water will enter either from rain or actually groundwater can come up through it, and then it freezes, and then it's going to really harm your driveway, which is a pretty expensive investment. And so it's always good to have things, have all these cracks sealed and then seal the whole thing. And Tim, you just got a brand new driveway, right?
I did. The perfect time for winter coming up. Our driveway had plenty of cracks in it, but now is crack-free.
Tip number 10. So after hearing all 9 tips, and you're just kind of like sick of your house, and you've been in this house, and from pandemics just sort of getting on your nerves, sell your house, and we'll help you do that. Right, Tim?
Call the Aaron's team.
Absolutely.